Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Got the D-Man here, and I'm glad you could join me today. I'm feeling a little better today, not quite as sluggish. I don't know why I get that way. I'm just not working enough. I sit here at the desk all day, and that's work, but it's not the same thing as getting out there and physically doing something. Very important to be physically active. I mean, I feel better when I physically work all day, plus work out, and then do the videos and the desk work. And I barely find time to do it, but I think that's why people die when they get older. They quit doing all these things, and they're not useful, and their mind sends a message to their body that they're finished, they're done. So think about how many people that you know that have retired, and a year or two later, they die because they're not of service. We are all here to be of service. And when you provide service to other people, when you bring value into their lives, value comes back to your life in many ways. Money is one way, vigor is another way, health, many things come back to you. Whatever you want in life, give it away. Well, that's not the topic for today. The topic for today is, are women dream killers? Do you think women are dream killers? Lord knows I've had a lot of dreams killed by my involvement with a woman. Now, were they the ones that killed the dream? I don't think so. I think I allowed my attachment to them to kill my dream. They became too much of my focus. Okay, that's what happens to people. You become too focused and too wrapped up in the girl. And then what happens is all your energy goes towards the relationship, which in reality is her job to maintain the relationship. Okay, she is the one that actually should be the one that says, where are we going? What are we? What is this relationship about? Or if she wants to be your girlfriend or your wife or fiance or whatever. That should be her end of it. You should feel like when you're with a woman that you are the most important thing in her life. Now, she should not be the most important thing in your life. Yeah, I know some people will say, well, that's not fair. That shouldn't be. How come you have to be the most important thing in her life, but she is not in your life? Because that's just the way it is. And I guarantee you, if you make her the most important thing in your life, she will leave you. She will just not have the same feelings about you. You'll hear something like this. Well, I love you, but I'm just not in love with you. She won't have that desire for you. Don't ask me why. That's just the way it is. Read Rollo Tomasi's book, The Rational Male. That will kind of explain to you why these things happen. I recommend that book highly, and it gives you more of an understanding of how women are and how men and women are, the dynamics of a relationship between the two. But let's move on with the dream killer. The dream killer notion. Your attachment to the girl is the dream killer, not the girl. So don't blame them. Some people get angry. They're mad at women. Women are dream killers. No, they're not. It's your attachment to them. Your inability to be the man you need to be to have a decent relationship with a woman. Or your inability to walk away from a woman that sucks the life out of you because she has many problems. She's really depressed, she's a drug addict, an alcoholic, a shopaholic, all these things. If you get involved with someone like that, you can't fix them. Hey, I've tried, okay? You don't have to hate them. You don't have to judge them. They just have things they have to learn in life. They have a path they have to go down. If you think about your life, there have been things in your life that have caused you problems, okay? You had to fix that yourself. And if you haven't fixed it yourself yet, you need to work on that, because you will bring that with you into any relationship you have, whether it be an intimate romantic relationship or a business relationship, or even the relationship you have with the person in the mirror, which is you. Excuse me. That is the best relationship you should have. You should love that person in the mirror, because you're going to be with that person the rest of your life, however long that happens to be. Okay? I found this article on the internet. I look up the articles sometimes to see what other people have to say about this. So let's see what I found this on Urban Dictionary, dream killer. Let's see what it has to say. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Hey, I got some new subscribers. I want to thank you guys, or girls, probably guys, but I want to thank you guys for listening. I appreciate your support. I really do. Thanks a lot. Share it with a friend if you think it will be of help to them. I'm providing a value to you here, and of course I have selfish motives for that. I want value to come back into my life, but the videos are free. You don't. That's just the way life works. I'm not asking you for anything. The point is, when I give value out, it comes back to me. It's just the way the world works, okay? It's a universal law. So here we go. This is from the Urban Dictionary. Dream killer. A dream killer is she who kills your dream of becoming a success. More specifically, your dream of becoming a great business success or any kind of success. She's often a friend, family, co-worker, fellow group member, or well-wisher. She's a snake in disguise because she's ready to unleash her venom that drains the life from your dreams and plans. Well, this guy's got quite a few here, but I understand what he means. Okay. Visualize this. You're building your own business. You're also dreaming of becoming a great business success. In the process of building your own business, you're also putting in long hours and working very hard. You're also saving every nickel and dime and sacrificing a lot. Then you meet a woman. You fall in love, and suddenly your judgment is clouded. Hey, I've been there. I'm telling you what, if you have been in that situation, don't feel too bad about yourself. Look back in the pages of history. There are men greater than you and I. Mark Anthony or Mark Anthony and Cleopatra. Think about that. This guy let his whole kingdom, Rome, go to heck because he's chasing this woman. Napoleon, he's another one that got involved with a woman and he lost his empire. I mean, there are countless stories. Like Helena of Troy. That story there is about a guy who loved a woman so much that he took her from the opposing or the warring tribe, and then they came and attacked Troy and destroyed it, all because he was in love with a woman. Think about how many dreams that killed. Okay, but it's not the woman. It's the man's attachment, his desire for this woman. Okay, your judgment is clouded. And if you see your judgment becoming clouded, you always have to keep things in perspective. There's nothing wrong with being in love with a woman. But when she starts to take your focus away from your mission and your purpose, you need to back off, okay? And if she's not building you up, and if she's pulling you down and pulling you away from your dreams and your purpose, you need to back off, either completely or just somewhat, to get your perspective back. You have to keep your perspective. That's your job as a man, and that's what she expects you to do regardless of what she says. If she says, honey, you know what? I've had this happen to me. Honey, why don't you stay home from work today? I miss you. You work so much. I don't see you much. Okay, logically as a man, you're going to think something like this. Well, you know, I'll stay home with her and she'll appreciate me and it'll make our bond better. But the reality is, if you stay home with her, she's going to respect you less because she can pull you off your purpose, off your mission, off your goals. Now, if she can do that to you, then someone else can. So in her eyes, that makes her feel as if you are weak. That actually weakens her respect and her admiration for you. I know it doesn't make logical sense, but women do not think logically. They live on an emotional level. That's not to say they can't use logic or think logic, but in general, they think on an emotional level. They don't rationalize these things out and think, well, you know what? I'm going to ask him to stay home today. And if he does, then he's weak and I'm going to have to look for somebody else. No, they don't think that. This is an evolutionary program within these women. The same as we have evolutionary programs within us to survive. When we see a young, fertile woman, we're attracted to her. It's a program. It's something that we came here with. We wouldn't survive if we didn't have it, okay? It's still there in our reptilian brain. All right, so there are exceptions to every definition, of course, but more often than not, if you let the typical woman into your life, sooner or later, she will pressure you to spend more time with her and put an end to those long hours of work. Just what I was saying, right? You see what happens? It's true. Okay, she will also pressure you to get things for her. and drain your cash reserves to the point that your business will suffer greatly and fail. Yeah, well, here's the deal. She'll do that, and most women do that. But guess what? You don't have to give to her. It's up to you to be a man. These are tests women deal out. Not consciously, they just do it. And if you fail the test, here's what will happen. She'll be gone. She'll go with somebody else who's strong like you were when she met you. But you're thinking, but I did all this stuff for her. You think she would stay with me? I'm so good to her. I treat her so well. Doesn't work that way. I'm not saying you have to treat her badly, but it doesn't work that way. She is programmed to seek out the strongest male, or alpha male if you like, so she can procreate and pass her genes on down so she can survive. That's just the way, and we're made that way too. We're looking for a woman who can pass on our genes, a good mother, someone who can take care of our kids and raise them. That is, if you want to be married. If you just want to have kids, you can do that too. Okay. She is a dream killer because she drains the life from your business and kills your dream of becoming a great business success. Yeah, you can call her the dream killer, but the reality is you allowed that to happen. That's why they say women are dream killers, but it's really not the woman. That's just the way they are. You as a man have to be strong enough and wise enough to see this coming and put it in perspective and just don't do everything she wants you to do. Okay, when you met her, you were a certain type of man. We all wear masks, okay? She met you and you were this man. Okay, that's the man she's attracted to. That's the man she fell in love with if you guys are together. Okay, why do you want to change? Now, she will try to get you to change, and then one day she'll look at you and she'll think, I just don't love this guy. I don't know why. And she'll be disappointed if you change for her, if you do the things she asks you to do. And this happens to many men. It's happened to me before. Fortunately, well, one time I was married and lost everything, so it was a little bit different scenario. But basically, it started out the same. I became too complying with my ex-wife. I gave in too much, and more over a period of time, she lost respect for me. But after I walked away from her, which I had to do, which I've had to do with several women, my only fault is I stay a little too long and I give them too much of a chance. I'm a little too tolerant and too patient. You can be too tolerant and too patient. Better to err on the side of a little stricter and not quite as patient and tolerant with women because they respect that more. So you can end up there and lose everything. I lost everything a couple of times because I just kept thinking, well, if I do this and do that, it'll be okay. It doesn't work that way. You got to stand your ground. And this doesn't just happen one day. You don't just come home and she's gone off with another man. She has lost respect for you over a period of time. It may start out like, honey, if you help me do the dishes, I have a surprise for you tonight. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So you think, yeah, okay, I'll do the dish. She hasn't been wanting to be with me lately. If I do this, she'll really want to be with me. She will appreciate me. She doesn't think like a man. If you do that for your best buddy, if you help him with his car, this guy will appreciate you. He'll talk about you. He'll respect you more. Okay, if he's a good friend. Most men will. Women aren't like that. You can do things for women and do things for women, and it doesn't cause her to have more respect for you. As where if you have a friend or a business partner and you guys give back and forth to each other, you build a certain respect for each other. But you're men, you're not women. Women think differently. Okay, let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, that one's gone. Hopes of grad school and making. Let me see. I got different definitions. Here's another one. Oh, here we go. I think this one might be written by a woman. Let's read and see what it says. Dream killer. Contrary to the previous definitions, clearly written by men. Yes, must be by a woman. Great. I want to see what her point of view is. Contrary to previous definitions, clearly written by men who can't handle both a love life and a career, there's some truth in what she's saying. A dream killer, but she didn't actually read that right, because the man basically said that it wasn't the woman actually, but I could see where she might perceive that. A dream killer is actually someone who discourages you from following your dreams. These people can prevent dreamers from even trying to achieve their goals by creating a sense of self-doubt in their victims. There's that word victim. Women like to use the word victim. Victim. Okay, there's no victims in life. I guarantee you, whatever happened to you, you've brought it into your life by your thinking, your actions, something. You've brought it into your life, or by being just stupid and walking into something, believing someone when they really had no credibility to begin with. But you just bypassed all that because you felt like you liked them. Okay. These people can prevent dreamers from even trying to achieve their goals by creating a sense of self-doubt in their victims. Don't allow the dream killers to win by believing what they say. Cut these people out of your life immediately and surround yourself with those who support you and your efforts to accomplish your goals. There was one woman on the pre-med panel who said you don't have a chance of getting into medical school without a perfect MCAT score and a 4.0 GPA. What a dream killer she was. My GPA was 3.32 and I just retook my MCAT for a better score and got into good medical school. I'm so glad I kept at it and didn't listen to her. Now, there's another thing. Women think if they get this big education, they do all these things, that they're more attractive to men. Not the case. Men really don't care about that. Honestly. Can she take care of a man? Can she take care of kids? Can she raise kids? That's what's important to men. And how does she look? Is she pretty? Or is she, well, we won't go into that because I have to be careful what I say on YouTube. Has she gained some weight? I'll say it that way. Now, if you're in a relationship with a girl and she's trying to get you not to go to work, trying to get you not to work so much, trying to get you not to go meet that guy for that business deal, that's pretty normal. That's kind of what women do. If she suggests it and you say, no, honey, I got to go, she's really just testing you to see how important is your mission and purpose. If I die, if I die as a woman, now are you going to be able to handle it, or are you going to fall apart if I'm not here? You know, do you want me to be your mommy? A girl doesn't want you to be, a girl doesn't want to be your mommy. So don't treat her like your mommy, okay? Share your feelings with your friends, your guy friends, especially the sad ones. If you feel like crying, don't do that in front of your wife. I heard a story that it was in confidential, I can't say it. You wouldn't know who it was, but the point is, I don't care how long you've been with a woman, how long you've been married, don't cry in front of your woman, all right? She is not very forgiving about that. Now, most women will argue with me on that, but it's true. They don't know how to handle it. It scares them. They look at their man as being weak if he cries. Yeah, so don't be a crybaby in front of your woman. Hey, nothing wrong with crying, in the right place and the right time. There's a time and a place for everything, okay? I hope this has been of value to you. Share it with a friend. Smash that like button again. Hit that notification bell. We got a video coming out every day. And if you would like to get my help personally, as always, marksinspirationalguidance@gmail.com. Have a great day.